Okay, live for the 5-minute chat, but thank you, there's no camera on. But there is me on. Hello, welcome to the Woolpatch show, June edition, well, Pride edition really. Did you see the special Pride emotional support chicken rotating around at the beginning? We've got it here. Thank you, Penny. Couldn't resist to have on pride of place as we do our June show. Welcome along. My name is Stuart from the Woolpatch, my little yarn shop in Long Melford, Suffolk, UK. I'm here chatting to you live. You may well be watching live. You may be watching on catch up. I hope you enjoyed this show. You may well be watching and chatting in the YouTube chat. Producer Fizz will be there to keep the show on the right schedule and chatting to you, dropping links in just to help flesh out everything that we talk about over the next hour and 15 odd so minutes. I can see so many people in the chat already, so many W's too. And thrilled to say we've just notched up 30 shop supporters. Fizz, can you believe that? 30 people have joined. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, 30. Awesome, she says. Oh, she says, go on. What else is awesome, Fizz? Go on. Oh, that's because I need to switch a button. She was just telling me the pre-order countdown. Here it comes up on the screen there. 18 minutes to go. Thanks, Fizz, for that. We did check that on Friday, but I clearly had the button not pushed. See, and that's exactly why she's here, chatting to me in my ear and to you there, which we'll be doing for the next hour and 15 minutes or so. June already. Halfway through the year, the longest day we had yesterday. Glorious weather. I hope it's lovely wherever you are. I was chatting to Kiwi James a couple of days ago. He's down in New Zealand and it's proper cold. So thank you for joining. Oh, there he is. He's just turned up as well. Have you got your thermals on? So as you can see from our colours, we are really pushing Pride today. As you know, I am in the LGBT plus camp, and I don't think we really shout out about it, but boy, this month are we going to. We've got rainbows everywhere. We've got Pride podcasters everywhere. Coming up this show, dotted throughout the next hour and 15 minutes. We're going to be highlighting YouTube podcasters that are in the LGBTQ plus category. So many of them, and so many of them are probably in that category and more, like an alternative style. So I'm hoping to be able to introduce to you more people that might just decorate your feed and diversify your feed if you so wish. You never know who you might connect with. 30 of you at least have connected with me and my little shop in Long Melford, Suffolk, UK. And boy, it's quiet at the moment. So you shop supporters, you YouTube channel members, that membership means the world, because most people stop knitting and crocheting. I know. In the sort of the main sort of shopping world, the footfall world, it does slow down a bit as people go out in the garden. So having your shop support as a YouTube channel member means the world. Let's have a quick flick through and see who's here. Beatrice, good to have you here. Missed the last two, but always catch up next day. Nice to know you're a catch-upper. Jane is a catch-upper as well, and we'll be watching this on catch-up. Missing you, Stuart and Jimmy on the... I know. Well, Jimmy's so busy. He's got this deadline coming up with a very well-known knitting magazine. So he's got to get that knit sorted, test knitted and everything. And then he's doing some travels too. But we will be back in July. Absolutely for that. Hey, Karen, lovely to see you. Teresa, new member. Teresa's a new member. And actually, Teresa, you've been watching for some time, so it's really lovely to have you as a member. Anthony, good evening, Anthony. Lovely to have you here. Jan, oh, is it? Yeah, I bet it's proper old warm there, isn't it? Lovely to have you watching. Puppers1234 and Kaz. Hi from a somewhat sultry East London Essex border. Love it. Lovely to have you here. James, Kiwi James. Oh, see, look at that. I love it. Love having you here and love having everyone here. And it's not also, not just about LGBTQ+. It's about the people who support them and the allies. And I know many at my shop are huge allies. And they are possibly silent allies, but do you know what? I still know that they're allies. And many of you here are that. And our gallery that we've got coming up at 8:30 is a pure pride celebration from LGBTQ plus makers, crafters, supporters, allies, family members, all of you. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Hey Jenny, good to see you. Lou's another member too. These are our 2 new members that took us from 28 to 30. So lovely to have you here. Hey YouTube user, all right, howdy. Sue, evening from a it is windy. I was having my dinner out on the deck and it was like, thought of blowing a hoolie, as they'd say. While Kaz is currently sweltering on knitting a shawl. No, not silly at all. You're knitting, and we need more of those. Let's just do a poll, shall we? A quick poll. Sorry, Fizz, just going off on one. Let's do a poll. Start a poll. Who keeps knitting or crocheting or sewing during the summer? There we go. Yes or no? Let's start that. See how many of you. I know things change. People want to be out in the garden, but you know, I was out in the garden crocheting yesterday. Oh, I've left that downstairs, Fizz. Must do that. Oh, might have to run down later. I know. I've left my project downstairs. Evening, James. Good to see you all. Right, well, let's crack on with the show. We've got 13 minutes to go before the Lavenham Blue pre-order opens, so let's start. First of all, it's done. Well, apart from me dyeing it. Everybody, this is the Reverie vest by Unravel. See, I nearly said unhinged then. Unravel and this, if you go back to our February show, our Finish It February, this was a close one to being a frog or not, because it's a one-size pattern. So before you run out and buy the pattern, just beware, it's a one-size only pattern, and it's to fit him. And he's a rather slim young chap. And I didn't know this until I bought the pattern, but I bought it and I made all the squares, and the squares finished at, oh, I can't do it back to front, where is it? On this row here. And when you sewed those together, it was going to be a bit short. So I decided to do one extra round on all the squares of trebles. And doesn't it work? Oh, let me stand up. Look at the arm. Look at the fit on that. I'm actually quite amazed how well it fitted, because many of you will know maths is not my strong point. I just like to guess sometimes, go, yeah, that will be okay. But look, didn't it work well? And then the back. So I am actually really pleased with it. Like really, really pleased, because I thought it was just going to chuck it away. Now we've just got to dye it. And many of you said to do a dip dye and get an ombre. So that is what I'm going to do. I can hear Fizz chuckling away. I'm guessing the comments. What is it in the comments that's made people tickle? That's tickled Fizz? Is it Kiwi? Is it Kiwi James, Fizz? No. Right. So I'm really, really pleased with it. I just need to block it a bit and to sort of flatten it out, but I'm proud as punch. I actually quite like the white. Do we still think it should be dip dyed blue? Shout in the comments, yes, blue, if you think it should be blue. I think the fade idea is still a great idea, Fizz. Yes, she's just said, am I going to do the fade? But put in the chat if you think it should still be blue, and I'll do a fade of it, or whether you actually like it just white with the blue jeans. What do you think? Yes, blue or white? Let us know. Let's have a look at the... I think so. Fizz just said, how am I going to do the blue? I think it would be dark blue at the bottom, and then that will be in the dye longer, and then it will go lighter and lighter, and then probably a very pale. I hope. There is an art to trying to get a fade, so it might not come out like that, that's for sure. Let's have a look at the poll. End poll. 95% of you keep knitting and crocheting and sewing over summer. Brilliant. Love it. What do we say? Oh, hey, cocky crocheter. Yeah, I was going to show your test knit, but I've left it downstairs, so I'll run down later on. Jan says, great top. Looks perfect. Thank you very much. Looks fab. Thank you. Right, who's saying blue? Right, Kelly says yes to the blue. Sue goes a gentle blue fade. Blue, yes. Kaz says it does. Fab, but blue is all... Rightio, blue it is. Jenny says you could fade from the bottom, leaving the top white. Well, let's see how it goes. It might be accidental. It may work. It may not. Absolutely yes. Okay. Blue fade. Yes, it'll be the coffee. Oh dear. Hey Dana, good to see you as well, and a Woolpatch member. Great. I think maker wearer chooses. Yeah, well, it's got to be blue then, really, hasn't it? Okay, only 8 minutes left till the pre-order opens. Let's go on to a quick finisher and this beautiful rainbow shawl here. Let's bring it forward. Wanted to highlight this. This is done by one of my knitter natterers at the shop. This is Thursday afternoon. This is Jan. She's a fabulous, well, they're all fabulous knitters. But she is one that will continue to knit all the time. And she chose one of the lush cottons that we've got in the shop. And it's beautiful. Let me get this shot for you here. Look at that. From Katia, as you know, we stock them and we love their yarns. Fair Cotton Infinity, 100% organic cotton. And this is a big ball. This is a 200-gram ball. And look at that. 100% cotton, as you know, but it's organic cotton, and it's, look, you just can't get more rainbow pride than that, can you? Isn't it beautiful? And then you get this sort of speckledy faded look, and then a much more saturated look. It is beautiful. And this was, I'd love to give you the pattern, but it was in a book. I know, can you remember those? And an old school book. And I don't think it's available everywhere. Fizz has the link and she'll be dropping it into the chat. Maybe try and get it from a local bookshop or order it in. We've given some links to old school British bookshops, W.H. Smith, though I think they're going soon, aren't they? Didn't they get bought out and their name's going to change? Rather than giving you an Amazon link, you could even see if your library can get it. But it's an old classic book, and full of lots of shawls, and it's done all with garter stitch. And if I just pull this down here for you, garter stitch, then with a little bit of stocking stitch at the end, and look at those beautiful little picots. Lots of casting on and casting off fun. I think Jan had fun doing that. But it's done in 4 quadrants. If I hold it up, so it uses the whole ball, and the yardage is immense, 600 meters. So you can see the 4 quadrants. But it's a great TV knit. Other than those yarn overs in those 4 sections, it's just knit, 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 knit. But it's massive. And you can see the fade go. Now, the reason why I wanted to show it, because obviously it was Pride. But we've only got 3 left. And there is no point stocking it really again, because the autumn-winter yarn will come in. So I thought we'll just do a quick sally-telly. 3 of them left. If anyone wants it, it's not 25 quid, it's 20. You can save a £5. Absolutely. And you can get it by just writing in the chat, give it to me. And if you want it and you say give it to me, you'll get it for 20. If not, it's just going to go back in the shop for the rest of the summer. Because you know what it's like. When you have a shop sample like this, it sells it. I sold one yesterday and I Fish, you'll laugh at this. I was almost cursing inside as a customer bought it. I was like, no, don't buy it, because I want to show it this Sunday for my YouTube audience. But then I had to remind myself, no, Fizz, we've got to sell the yarn, haven't we? So actually the customer needs to buy it in the shop. So there are 3 left. So if you want it, if you're sat there going, oh, I'd love that shawl, I'd just like the yarn anyway. It's a one ball wonder at 600 meters. You can have it for 20 quid. You can save a £5. All for watching on Sunday, and because it's Pride as well. Why not? Do you know what? Doesn't matter, does it? Oh, is one gone, is it? Fabulous. Oh, Karen. Oh, bless you. It's yours for 20 quid. Brilliant. Absolutely. Hey, Susan, what have you missed? You've not missed much, actually. Me just talking about this, my latest crochet finished object. You might have missed good old Hen here, our Pride emotional support chicken, spinning around, and a little bit of a chit-chat. You haven't missed, though, the pre-order launch, because there's 3 minutes and 20 seconds left before you can find the button to go and have a look. So there you go. Right. Oh, hey, Margarita. Good evening. Hope you're okay. And Dinky Crafts, Jennifer. £10.37 plus £2.99 from Amazon for the book. Oh, look at that. £7.95 used. See, that's what it's all about. Get it used, definitely. It's what books are all about. I love a thumbed book. Speaking about books, I've got something special to show you. Look what I found. I was mooching about the house this morning, and then I thought, do you know what? I'm going to get away from everything. I'm just going to clean the cupboard. And I found my diary from 1992. I didn't keep many diaries, but I thought 1992 clearly was a special year because I was 16. I was about to leave school, knowing I was going to leave school in the summer, do my GCSEs, then go to sixth form college at Norwich. So then I was going to have to catch the bus. That was a huge step for a 16-year-old that had gone to every school in the village. And obviously as a young gay lad. So I thought we'd have a bit of fun, and I'll show you it. Look, it's proper full all year. Look. I know, yes, some cases it's really bad. So I thought, as it's Pride, let's just highlight what it is to be LGBTQ+. And maybe from my very own diary, maybe we'll see some struggles, maybe we won't, who knows? Because I have to confess, 1992 was a wonderful year, but boy, did I have the biggest crush on a lad in school. Oh, that was so hard as a 16-year-old not showing that and not coming out, because we weren't out. You weren't out. The school was completely different then. Wonderfully positive now, and kids are able to be open and out. And there is actually no outing because parents are just modern enough to be going, oh, have you got a boyfriend or a girlfriend? So I thought we could have fun where you could just put in the chat every now and again, just someone put a day and a month, and we'll read from a diary from 1992, from a gay boy's diary. I might just have to quickly proofread to see if there's any swear words in there, but I didn't used to swear that much in my diary because I wasn't that sort of a person. But I thought we could have fun. So we'll do that after we've done Guess the Year. We've got some dates coming in already. Right, are you ready? I can't wait for this. The launch of the Lavenham Blue is going to be ready for you all in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! This is where I want my glitter fizz. Of all the places to have my glitter, I should have put it. I know, my glitter confetti. Completely forgot to do that. It seemed like a bit of a damn squib after that, didn't it? Let's quickly put it in. Can I do it now? Confetti, blue, drop it in. Ah, there we go. We're going to be talking about Lavenham Blue in the next 15 minutes, and I'm going to go into detail about all the colours. But first, let's have our classic Guess the Year quiz. Except, it's... Oh, oh no. Right, let's put... Where's the ticker? Right. We did tech this Friday. I know why that... There we go. I know why it didn't show up, because of that wheel fish. You know those different layers? Yeah, I changed it around. So, as Fizz rightly says there, it's guess the term. Polari, a kind of a gay language, pretty much in the 1950s and 1960s, that developed out of numerous things. It developed from Romany travellers, it developed from Italian, it developed from Cockney rhyming slang, but was very much used in the 50s and 60s as a way of talking about LGBTQ+ without being known or seen or heard, a secret language to communicate between other gay people. Became very notorious on BBC Round the Horn too. Who can remember Round the Horn? Who remembers all the innuendo? Well, you're going to love this. Kenneth Williams classic. So this is not Guess the Year, it's Guess the Polari phase.
Oh, it's Bona to Varda, your dolly oldie.
Right, come on, pop it in the chat. Do you know what it is? Can you guess what it is? It's Bona to Varda, you dolly old eek. Come on, we're testing you. What do you think it is? Write it in the chat. What phrase could it be? Keep it clean, everyone. We don't want to be banned from YouTube. What could it's Bona to Varda, your dolly old eek be? If you don't even know the phrase, maybe you can guess some words from it. Let us know. Or as Dinky Agen says, no clue. Cocky Crocheter, it's good to see your pretty face. It's good to see your pretty old face. Come on, who's Googled it? Who's typed it in? And hey, losing my knit. How are you, all right? He's saying what he says above. Who was a Round the Horn fan? Have we got too many young ones here, have we? Lou says something about a pretty face. Bob, it's good to see your face. Absolutely right. Indeed. The answer is... it's good to see your pretty old face. So there are certain bits there from Italy, Bona, kind of like buon, for buona giorno, good. So that's the good bit. Varda is to see. That's from the Italian, is it vedere? The Italian word, the verb to see. Dolly, pretty, and I presume that's where we get like Bruce Forsyth, the dollies do your dealing. And face is eek, because face actually was ecaf originally, which is face backwards. So you would say face backwards and ecaf, and then ecaf, but rather than saying ecaf because it was so long, it then just naturally got shortened over time to eek. So your dolly old eek, your face. Fascinating. Kelly says, not what I originally thought. Jimbo, I'm too young for round the horn. Bona vida. Yeah, good to see you. Good day, or good something like that. Brilliant. Okay, let's do our first look at some podcasters, YouTubers that you may want to look at. And if I go to this button here, and we're just going to do sort of 4 or 5 each go. First of all, starting off with Martin, who has kind of set this whole thing up on his YouTube and Instagram. He wants to do this whole idea of Summer of Love and really promoting LGBTQ plus life and people and sharing and celebrating and all sorts. He's doing it on Instagram and, as you can see, on his YouTube feed. So Martin Knit 365 is a good one to watch. Then, if you're a spinner and weaver, Jimbo, Sue, you may love Wool to Gold. Now, looking at my list, Brian, I've watched a couple of his already. He is new to me, and he is a wealth of knowledge of spinning and weaving. And he does classic podcasts, talking to the camera. Some are edited, and looking at the fleece, and then how he's going to dye it. So that's good if you're into spinning and weaving. And we've then got Lock Knits, Hayley Quinn. I've just watched the latest one there because she was new to me. She's a tattooist as well, so you get to see some of that too. And where we go to, what should we do? Another one, Fizz? How many are we doing on this one here? One more. Let's do the unicorns. They make me smile, they do. This is Charm City Unicorns, and this is Shayla and Heather together there. And they're quite new too. There's only done 10 videos so far. But if you like the old school podcasting in front of the yarn and talking about it, it's just great. So there we are. So there's 4, and we'll come back to you to do some more podcasters as the show goes on. But let's talk to you now more about the Lavenham Blue. Okay, right, let's just get that out. Ooh. Ooh. Right, let's get this ready. Okay, Fizz has just gone, oh, look at that blue, look at that blue. Right, let's move that as well. I want to just try and explain how the whole Lavenham Blue works online, because it's really difficult to photograph every hank. In fact, it's pretty much impossible, really. And it's also very difficult to show how the blues come out, because as you can appreciate, it's hand dyed. Each hank is unique. So I know many of you therefore appreciate that and can understand that the colours can change. But I thought I'll try and categorise it as much as possible. Because if you want to invest in this wonderful local yarn, I try to make it as easy as possible for you, that at the checkout, there's like a nice box called Notes where you can write down what you want, because I am dyeing it as we speak. So if you do a pre-order now, I can dye what you want. So it's pretty much as bespoke as you can get. But here are the colours that tend to come out each time. So let's go to this one. Now that looks much darker on the camera than real life, because it's not really that dark. But these are the 3 main sort of colours. You've got the dark blue, or I call it dark denim. You've got classic denim, and then you've got sky. Almost like the Simpsons sky. Though this one's got a little bit too much white in that one. I've picked up a bad one to show there. But they are the 3 sort of main colours. This one the dark denim is rare. It is really rare because it takes up so much woad. So if I did too many of those, it would make the yarn ridiculously expensive. So there are never many of these dark denim ones. That is your classic denim look. Not too dark. And then your sky, the lighter blue. There is one towards the end when the dye vat is kind of exhausted. It can go to aqua, and there are hints of turquoise, hints of green that come out, and then obviously natural. So let's do that there. Okay. You can buy the natural. The natural is much cheaper, obviously, because there's no dyeing into that. And then what we then also have is the special variegated. Most of the yarn is pretty much a semi-solid, almost solid. Like if I undo this one, there is a very little tonal shift in any of these solids. Even with this blue one, you might just see a little bit of a lighter blue, but it's still pretty much a solid. And let's go to the long shot. Okay. So they are, I call them tonal solids, but then you can get the fun variegated stuff. Now, the variegated is where the white is almost protected. It doesn't get covered and soaked up with the dye, the woad. This is a classic variegated. This is a classic variegated mistake. So this is where it's gone, sat on the bottom and picked up a clump of woad, and it shouldn't have done that. So that's sometimes is the problem. So you can see it's pretty much a sky, and then suddenly you'll see the mistake and there's the big dark bit. But there is a big audience out there that love variegated. Do you like variegated yarn, Fizz, or are you more tonal solid? Okay. Okay. She says depends on the project and what you're doing. Some call for a variegated, some call for a solid. This now is me planning variegated. I thought I'd have fun with dipping this yarn. Now, can you see the difference? You've got white and then you've got dark. So I dip that like that. There you go. You can see. So I popped this into the vat. That had, say, 4 minutes at first. Then I dipped the whole lot into the vat. So that bottom lot now got 8 minutes, whereas this top lot only got 4 minutes. So you can see there, dark going into light. So you can have two types of variegated, where it's just random, you don't care, and it's just how it comes out of the vat. Again, like this one, as you twist it round, it's hard to see on this one with the colour with the lights on me, but oh, there we go, that's a better one. You can see, look, there. This is classic variegated. You get some darker bits of blue, some lighter bits of blue. So that's what you would do if you wanted those fun ones. So you could write in the notes, I want it variegated, don't care how it comes, I just like it all mix and match. You might want to do a Stephen West shawl that has a fade. Fizz has already backseed hers already. You've done the pre-order already? Have you just gone on and done it? She did. She's done hers already. She's asked for 5, and Fizz put in the notes, a fade, please. So Fizz is going to get the dark. So the dark denim, normal denim, sky, turquoise. And do you want a white? Do you want the white, Fizz? I'll give it to you anyway. No, you don't. No, you can have that. That can be on me, the white one. Cool, the amount of work you do for me. So there we are. So that is. I did give you a white one last time. I thought so because I thought it's nice to have if you're doing a fade. You might want to go right up to the fade. I did the Go Go Dynamo shawl last October as part of the West Knits mystery shawl. And that was just straight dark blue and white. Sometimes that white makes the blue really pop. So there we go. So that's all you need to know if you want to invest in the Lavenham Blue. If you're really unsure, you could just send me an email, or you can send me a DM wherever it is. You could just say, Stuart, oh, can I have such and such and such and such? And then we'll sort it all out, and then you can pay via PayPal. Some people just say, surprise me, which puts a lot of stress on me because I'm like thinking, oh, they've asked for 4 hanks and they've said, surprise me. What do I do? What do I do? But it's up to you. Okay. So have a think. If you want to invest in it and you've got an actual project in mind and you want, say, 3 denims and a white and a variegated, boom, I can do that for you easily. So there we are. If you want to know more, if you haven't seen and you're like, oh, what is all this Lavenham Blue that Stuart's talking about? You can go back to, I think, was it last month's video or the video before, where we have a Lavenham Blue feature. I've also released it as a standalone video too, where I talked to you about the yarn. Oh, it's beautiful. There's just shy of 400 meters to a hank. And it's Rylands, and it's Rylands lamb's wool. We didn't send the ewes off. We sent all the first cut of the lambs, so it is much softer. Don't get me wrong; it's still a yarn. It's still a wool. You can still see the fuzziness of it. Can you see the halo? Look at that. But it is, if you've had previous yarn from us before, you'll know it's woolly. Well, this is much more bouncier and softer, so I'm sure you'll love it. It's the is that right? Fizz has just said to me it's the only yarn she buys now. Once a year. It's just your yearly buy because you've got so much in your stash, Fizz, yeah? Okay, let's have a quick look at the chat before we move on and we look at a date in my diary. That'll be fun. Then we've got the gallery coming up. Kaz says, mainly because my mum was a fan. Oh, right, of the Around the Horn, yes. I was a fan because at university, in the drama society, which obviously I did join, there was and he turned out to be a very good friend for the whole of the time at uni. He was into Round the Horn. He was a writer and he wanted to get into stage writing. And he wrote the first panto that we did at university, which was Snow White and the Not So Quite Seven Dwarfs. So you can kind of get a feeling he was definitely into Round the Horn because it was full of lots of naughty stuff. The podcasters that we talked about, the first 4, Papa says, love Martin. He's great, isn't he? Yeah. Big crocheter. He is a big knitter as well, but he absolutely loves his Toft crochet. So if you love crochet and you love the tight amigurumi toys, you've got to watch Martin. In fact, he's in the gallery. You'll see his LGBTQ plus bears. You'll love it. Susan says, I've been watching Martin since his first. Have you? Oh, brilliant. Funny, talented, and kind all in one. He is. Absolutely. Yeah, he's way more funny than me, that's for sure. Lucy Minette says, love the unicorns. Well, it was you that put me onto them. That's right. Thank you for your recommendations via the Instagram post. I really appreciate that. Donna says the link went away. Oh, did it? I think it might have been back now. No, Fizz is... Oh, yeah. Oh, you've done it. You've done it. James says, I only dye in the variegated style. Yes. Yeah. I suppose from me to you as shop owners, it is more popular, isn't it? It's more fun. I think people look at them and go, oh, I love that. And customers connect with colours, don't they? And they connect with, oh, I love how that's just gone, or how those speckles are put in. I was very, okay. Well, you can always send me an email if you want, Kaz, and embellish it. Oh, hey, Lois. Good to have you here. Lovely. Karen says, the uniqueness of each hank is the joy of Lavenham. Fabulous, thank you. The variegated is lush, I know. And some of the, especially that one, which had that big, real blob of dark blue. That was the first of the vat. And I was kind of gutted when I pulled it out, because it's like, how did this go wrong? That should have been dark blue all over. Well, that's the magic of dye. The wool is the wool is as bright as Ryan's teeth. I know. Yeah. James, do you have can you get BBC Sounds down where you are? I don't suppose you can you? Because Ryland's on Saturday. Love listening to him on a Saturday. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, right. Let's go to a date and have a look at our first diary, shall we, Fizz? Just have a quick fun look. 6/22, someone posted. Okay. What's that? January, February, March, April, May, June 22nd. Oh, today's date. Okay. Oh, I might need to just double check first. June. Okay, yeah, okay. June 22nd. This one potentially looks okay. Okay. I played tennis. This is Monday. I played tennis with Rick. He was a great mate. Very good long-term mate. It wasn't the one I had a crush on, so don't worry, Rick, if you're watching this. Played tennis with Rick. I was winning 5... Was that 5-2? With Hilton and Dell came along and put me off. Oh, then Rick won. Oh, yes, 7-6. Oh, damn. Gutted. Especially if I was on 5-2. That means he got... How many games did he get? I went round Dell's and played on the Mega Drive. Now that's something, isn't it? Who had a Mega Drive? Pop it in the chat and let me know. If you're watching on Catch Up, did you have a Mega Drive? What was your favourite game? Let's go back. Played on the Mega... You would not believe what Fizz has said in my ear. She doesn't even know what Mega Drive is. Fizz! It's like... It was the Sega Mega Drive, and it was kind of released as the opposition to the Nintendo 64. And it was 32 bits. You put your cartridge in. Oh, you got some great games. Oh, my word. Well, obviously, Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't believe you don't know what it is. I'm not that old. Come on, tell us if you put it in the chat if you had a Mega Drive, because I expect we might have an audience of Mega Drivers or Nintendoers. Though saying that, there are some people here that might be Commodore 64. Spectrums. Bob, get away! I've never heard of Mega Drive either. Oh, now come on. Where is YouTube User when we need him? Are you still watching YouTube User? He's a gamer. You know a Mega Drive. Come on, help me out here. Oh, ARS Production. You must know what a Mega Drive is. Come on, help me out too. What, Karen? No, Margarita? I've never heard of a Mega Drive either. Cocky Crocheter. Oh, I didn't play that, but played Sega and the Nintendo 64. Okay. Well, I wonder what they were called in America. I thought they were called the Sega Mega Drive. Oh, it was the Genesis. Oh, wow. Didn't know that. I've learned something today. Okay, I'll take that all back then. So have you heard of this, the Sega Genesis? Ah, right, yes. Oh, wait, the Genesis was the last... Oh. Well, anyway, I played on that. Let's go back, because we're digressing, aren't we? Where are we? We're here. Look, played Oh, yeah. Give me another date. Hang on. Played on the Mega Drive. Look, graphics. Graphics are ace. Because I think it must have just come out. And we must have been just amazed by it, because it's the first time you had this rolling, well, we call them, well, no, Manic Miner of Spectrum was kind of a platform game, but it was this idea that you could load in a game and it would start instantly, not waiting for it to load. Graphics ace. Mum said she'll get one. Oh, right, because I was around Rick's. Yes. Mum said she'll get one. I went round Vic's in the evening, used her recorder, bought adapter, worked. Oh, yes. We used to like recording. She was a great friend too. Lived in the village and I'd walk around there. Right, go on. Another date, Fizz, before we move on. July 4th. Okay. July. We're in the summer holidays here, so I'm 16. Have I left school on July 4th? Oh, this is nice. This is Saturday. I must have left school because it was GCSE exams, so we would have finished our exams and had the longest summer ever. Apparently, I went to Canvey Island and saw Frank and Audrey, so I think they were family members. Good. He's really nice. Heard all the stories. He gave me a footy programme from an Arsenal match. 50 years old. Evening, played... Oh, Doris! Played Doris at crib. She won. Yeah, only... Oh, that's the important bit, though. Look, she won only just. But apparently I've got to use my memory. Like, Stuart, come on. How are you going to remember 40 odd years ago to use your memory? But Doris was Dagenham based and was great friends of my nan and granddad. And Doris used to tell us all the stories. And Lois and where are we? Who else? No, Lois, you'll know this. Being in London, back in the day of ITV, before it got branded as one company, ITV used to be made up of individual companies who made the programmes for the local area. So here in East Anglia, we used to have Anglia Television, and then it would go to commercial. It was commercial, but it would go to ITV for the main news, and then it would opt out to local stories or local news or local programmes. Well, I remember when I went to go to Doris's back in, well, this is 92. I was like, oh, where's Anglia Telly? And it was something called London Weekend Television. Lois, can you remember that? LWT? And I was like, where am I? I feel I've gone to another country as a 16-year-old going, what's LWT? Oh, dear. Right, this game thing is going through. Oh, the Dreamcast. Okay. Michelle, high five to you. You had a Mega Drive. Anthony says I had an Amstrad CPC 464. Wow, I love Tasmania and Sonic. Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm 62. My game. Oh, brilliant. Beatrice Spectrum. We bought it for our son, so I know. But Beatrice, you will love this. There is a company that's remade the Spectrum, the one with the squishy keys. It's remade it as a digital based Spectrum, but they've 3D printed it exactly like the original ZX Spectrum. And because it's digital, you just plug it into the back of your telly with a USB and you play on 400 games. And my brother just got one. So I went round his last month and we played all the old school games. So Beatrice, you've got to do it. I think it was part of a crowdfund, but you can still buy it. I think he has to print every so often, so they might be out of stock. But if you want a trip down memory lane, it is amazing. The quality is superb. Michelle says, I still remember the level select sheet. Yes. Yes, because getting through to those end levels took forever. I love it. Oh, hey Zach, good to hear you watching. It's like, yeah, but I think we all do, don't we? I wasn't, I, I wasn't really good at Sonic. I like some of my friends would know where all the secret buttons were, or if you hit Sonic's head on this one, it would open a door and you go to a new level. I was never like that. Oh, wonderful! Thank you very much, RS Productions. That's very kind of you. Oh, really appreciate that. Oh, so I do see Lois, you do remember, and called Jan, yes, LWT. But you could understand as a little kid going to a completely different region, going, "What's this? Where's Anglia? Why am I watching something completely different?" Oh, get off, Kaz. No, don't believe you. Apparently, games where your big focus, that's them. Well, they were because they'd just come out, but I was still. It was the sort of the new age of computers coming in, but thankfully old enough to still want to go out and play. James, we got shows with LWT on the end over. Ah, righty-o. Oh, wowzers. You're firing them out. Thank you very much. Margaret, that's it. LWT theme, do you remember it? Oh. Maybe. Jenny, my parents. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. We've gone way off schedule. I think Fizz has just fainted in the background. My parents had a black and white telly when I got married. Cardboard games for me to get off. Sorry, Fizz, say that again. Right. Thanks, Fizz. Uh, um, Fizz just told me to talk about the next 4 podcasters. Got it. I love it when she's forceful like that. Move on. Move on. Right, podcaster button. Here we go. Next 4 we have that you might want to go and have a look of, watch of, a listen of. Mr. Knit Bear. Though he is based in Belgium, so he speaks Dutch. Though sometimes there is English there. But there we go. It's but you might want to go and just follow him on Instagram and see all the fabulous stuff he does. Lovely Jonathan Day, Jonathan Days, does a prolific knitter and a sewer too. This is not just about knitting or crochet. That's a good one to watch. Fairy Godfather, who is new to me, and I'm now just addicted. Fairy Godfather is Matthew. I've got so many names, new names going on in my head. And should we do one more? Do we do Be Extra? Yeah. Fizz says one more. Be Extra. Stephanus, who I have just got to know because he's working with Martin to do the whole Pride Pod thing, Cal, which was last night, which I didn't do because I was out, and it's fabulous too. And he's coming up in our gallery. Speaking of which, I think we are there. Is that right, Fizz? Are we up to... Say again? Am I going to do an ad? Should we press the ad button? Let's just try and press in the ad button and see what happens, everyone. We won't go to the gallery because that's too special. So if you do see an ad, I'm not pressing the gallery button. Let's just do a little ad button there. I've pressed the ad button. See what happens. Let's see where we are on the schedule. Oh, yeah, we wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, Be Extra. There we are. We're ready. We're up. Press play. Thanks, Fizz. Which is great. And then we're there, yes. Should we do one more date? Before we do the gallery, should we do one more date? Put some dates in the chat. Put some dates in the chat for what happened as a 16-year-old in 1992. And I'll get looking at those while you do the gallery. Oh, Zach, thank you. This is new, Zach. Just finished it. This is from, I think his name is Edwin. I want to say Edwin, but from He's on Instagram as Unravel and the ampersand. So go have a look. But Zach, I'm going to dip dye it. So I'm going to stand up. So it's going to be dark blue going, look, that way. And would you believe, Zach, this was almost going to get chucked out in February. I was going to hull it in the bin for Frog It February. But then we turned it into a positive and thought, no, let's do it. Let's finish it February. And I finally did it. Okay, right. I'm going to look at some of those dates so we can look back at what I was doing as a 16-year-old, as a young gay lad, how tormented I was with the crush I had. He's not appeared though yet, has he? This gallery, Fizz is not doing anything during this gallery. I've said to her, no links. We're just going to watch and celebrate. Boy, there are some amazing things in this gallery. This gallery is about everything Pride can be. Pride patterns, Pride colour, Pride LGBTQ plus makers, supporters, allies who I see here every month in the chat, who I know are such supporters and allies. They're all here. So put everything down. No commenting either. No messaging. You just sit and watch. It's not even 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes of stunning Pride wonderfulness. If I can find the right button. Here we go. Enjoy. Oh, see what I mean? Wasn't it just wonderful? So many wonderful things there. And when I asked for your rainbow makes, didn't they come in? And the stories that I got from them were wonderful. Wendy's one, the story was was a quilt present, and I can't remember what it was now. And I don't. Well, there was more on the text, but thank you, Wendy. That the story meant the world. And just what you make, what Karen makes, Karen from Wigan and Textilian Patrick, and then yes, that was Martin at the end there with his bears, which he's been documenting all through this Pride time. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you for taking the time to send in your pics, to tag me, to DM me, as we do every month. So if you're thinking, do you know what, I've just finished something, then send me a pic or DM me or tag me in a comment. If you don't want it in your actual description in Instagram, you can tag me a couple of days later and I see it and I just save it. And then it will form... Oh, wow, July. Yes, our next show will be July's show. And we're trying to organise a special. Can you remember, those of you who did watch, can you remember Tube Dudes, where we had a Sunday back-to-back of dudes who were crafters and sewers and makers? Well, we're going to do something similar, as in having back-to-back people. And I thought, well, why don't we have some podcasters who are completely new to us? So I'm going to try and do that for July sometime, or if not August, and have, say, from Sunday 4 o'clock, some of these new YouTubers that I've just been showing you do 45 minutes each, and then it links to the next show, and then another YouTuber takes over. How fun would that be, hey? Right. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Oh, and look. Oh, cool. Fizz just says, how long do I want to go on for? Like 9 a.m. That's 6 hours, I reckon. I reckon 5 or 6 YouTubers would be great. So Sunday afternoon, say from 3 o'clock. So you're getting up extra early. Because that would be, what would that be with you? So 8 o'clock is Fizz's noon. So take off 4 hours. Yeah, so you'd be like 9 o'clock in the morning, wouldn't you? Right, here we go. I had a quick look. Kiwi James says, what happened on your birthday? Okay. So my birthday is January the 9th. Oh. Today, my birthday, 16. I was wrong. This is the best day of my life. Oh, isn't that nice? Everyone said happy birthday except I've had to scribble that name out because that was my that was my crush. I did, because it would be unfair for him to know. Anyway, as it says there, yes, it doesn't matter that he didn't say happy birthday. Lunchtime, Hilton and Mac and Co were dunking with the springboard. Now, we were all basketballers. I was huge into my sport. Loved sport. My dad was into sport. My brother, big time into sport, football, cricket and everything. So for me to be in part of the gang I suppose, and that was probably down to me covering up, I knew that sport would help me cover that up. But I actually did love sport anyway. My height, I was great at basketball, I was great at long jump, I was great at sprinting. Great at tennis. So I was very lucky there. So I soon learned that the sport could take away from any bullying that might arise and would hopefully offer no clues. But also get the best part of being with the lads. Oh dear, it's kind of torture as well as having a great time. But we would, as the basketball, I could just about dunk. The others couldn't. But with the use of the little gymnastic springboard that you would jump on to go onto the horse, we would jump on it at lunchtime and we could then do some big dunks. So that's clearly what we were doing. So I was with Hilton Mac and Co. dunking with the springboard. I tried, really. We put a couple of mats underneath. I got it. Everyone laughed. Is that? Hilton then tried and hung on it. With that, blah blah blah, and it went in. It went in my fast dunk. Everyone shouted and yelled. I couldn't believe it. All day, everyone said I was brilliant to dunk. So Maggie had his interview. I told him to phone, and he did. He got in, had a chat. Right, what interesting. Ran Rick's and Ants in the evening. Played cards. I'll never forget today. Look at that. See, funny, isn't it, what little things can do? Okay. Oh, Fizz is just laughing at how terrible my chicken scratch writing is. Uh, I think our first schedule was me scribbling all over it. Right. Fizz, do you think it's time for people to have a little giveaway and win a prize? Okay. Do you want to win a prize? I have a fabulous prize for you to win. Look at this, everyone. Look. And even the Pride sticker, which I'm going to undo. This is from the fabulous Jill, Bertie and Poppet. She's often on our YouTube chat. She does send her apologies. She's going away for the week. In fact, her Etsy store, which this has come from, is closed for the week. But it doesn't matter, because you can look at all her fabulous stuff later. But yes, we know Jill, Bertie and Poppet well. Big maker, big fabric maker, and makes fabulous things. She's made this for us. Look. Our wonderful Pride little pouch. Look. How beautiful is that? Bertie and Poppet. She's based in Nottingham, is Jill. And oh, that's padded too. How nice is that? And you can also win. Look at these Pride stitch markers. How lovely is that? And that's Bertie and Poppet. That's all her stuff. And you can find her Etsy shop in the chat. But as I say, she's shut down. It's literally gone on holiday this week. family do. I know you watch up and catch up, Jill. Thank you so much for this. So there we are. This is up for grabs. And this one is for YouTube channel members only. Don't worry though, we've got another one for everyone else later on. So all our wonderful 30 channel members, who is this going to go to? And I'll send it to you in the post. Talking about that, actually, can you remember a couple of weeks ago we had a selly-telly of our old felted tweeds? It all went, thank you so much. You grabbed a bargain and a half. Went from £10 reduced to £6, and many of you grabbed it. In fact, many of our American viewers grabbed it. Teresa, who is still watching, you're still here. It's going out tomorrow. I'm off to Yarnworks because they're back from their holiday. They had a week off over in Greece, so I couldn't, and because the way it felt, they were away for 2 Mondays. So I couldn't send it off for 2 Mondays. So I'm going off tomorrow. So that will be in the post. And if by chance if an America wins, that'll go in the post tomorrow too. Yes, Bob, it all sold out. And I wonder why. Because you bought most of it. It's brilliant. But you got a bargain. It's stunning yarn. It's all gone. The shelf is empty. It's ready for Morris to come in August, September from the West Yorkshire Spinners. Yes, it's great. And boy, it came at a great time too, because it's summer and it's a bit quiet. Right, anyway, let's go on to the wheel. Where's the button? Here we go. Oh, itchy nose. It's a new wheel. Yes, Fizz, we've got a new wheel because that other one just didn't play game at all, did it? I know. It had a pride option. How wonderful is that? So our 30 people, including our 2 new members, Lou and Teresa. Let's see who it's going to go for. I have to hide all these things. Remember, I've got to unhide them. Fizz, just remember. Oh, got some glitter again. Right, who's going to win this lovely pride pouch from Bertie and Poppet Jill? Emmy! It was nearly you, Fizz, wasn't it? They would have all shouted fix. And Emmy. What about Emmy's nails? Chucks and Disdain. That's Emmy. Her beautiful pride, LGBTQ plus, all that, her nails. She is one fabulous ally. So yes, that is going to Minnesota. Brilliant. There we are, Fizz. Make sure I forget that. I don't forget that. Okay, let's move on. How are we? Oh dear, I've gone grossly over time. Sorry, people. I will whiz through. Right, we'll have a serious chat now. We'll try. If you were in the yarn world on Instagram, did you come across this? It was an interesting post, and then it got shared everywhere. It was in Simply magazine this month, and there was a question, and it was the answer that got people really, really angry. And I would just want to have a little discussion of whether you think it was right or wrong, the answer. So the question was, I don't have a yarn shop near me, so I usually have to buy wool online. I often end up with a colour I don't quite like, or the wool feels scratchy, or doesn't look like the same as it did on the website. Do you have any tips for buying yarn online? Now, we've all been there, haven't we? With anything that you order online. That's often happened. You've ordered something and you thought it was going to be a little tin and it came out as a big tin. It can. And because of the world we live in, we are going to be shopping online. There's no getting away from it. So I can very much connect with what they were saying. Let's carry on. It was the answer that really stirred up people. The answer is, this is tricky and such a common problem. My best tip really is to take a special trip to a yarn shop so you could look at the yarn and see and feel different colours and options. You could take pictures and notes to refer to when buying yarn online later. If that isn't an option, look at multiple websites, and it goes on and on and on, just talking about comparing monitors and comparing different websites. But it was that first paragraph that got people mad, because they were saying, are you telling people to go into a shop, take photos of it, squish it, then go home and buy it online? And that's how they read it. Did you read it like that? Let's just look at that bit again. My best tip really is to take a special trip to a yarn shop so you can look at the yarn and see and feel different colours and options. You could take pictures and notes to refer to when buying yarn online later. What do you think? Let us know in the chat what you think about that. How do you read that response? Most people from the yarn shops who I follow reposted it, going, and you can imagine uproar. What, you're advertising Simply Knitting magazine to go into a shop to take a picture or feel the yarn and then go home to order it online? Or were they saying, which is kind of how I read it, weirdly I read it completely different from everyone else. You see, I read it as, go to a shop, you can take pictures and notes to buy it later, as in another time. So maybe go in and take a picture of some acrylic, go in and take some picture of wool, or write notes down. Superwash wool feels shiny and squishy. Real wool feels itchy and scratchy. So therefore, my notes will say, avoid anything that says real wool because that is scratchy. That's how I read it, funny enough. So in a positive way, maybe that's my manner. Am I a 50% glass half full all the time? Oh, Fizz says the same. You read it the same as I did. As to go home later and use those notes whenever that may be. 3 months' time, 4 months' time, or 5 months' time. Yes, yeah. Yeah, Fizz says, well, hopefully you'll buy something whilst you're at the yarn shop anyway, especially if you've made a special trip. Who walks out of a yarn shop anyway without buying anything? Well, you'll be quite surprised. But let's see what people say. Let's have the chat. Karen says she thinks it's a wrong answer, implying you should use a yarn store as a library, then buy. And that's how it came across for many, I'm sure. And I was just intrigued whether I was perhaps in the minority or whether people did see it. But yes, and that's what people were saying. Shame on the magazine that perhaps they said it wrong, really. Support local yarn stores. Yikes. No, always buy indie if possible. Lois says, that's how I read it. Okay, yeah, I'm clearly, definitely in the minority. The answer should have said, take a trip to... Yes, absolutely. Susan, hopefully the person taking pictures would explain why and buy some... Yes, you'd like to think that, for sure. I always allow. I think the more we allow the customers to do what they want, you kind of hope they'll come back. Yes, I know they probably are going to take a photo and they probably are going to buy it online, or they've come in and seen, oh, that's £7. I think I can get that cheaper, that colourway cheaper. I'm hoping, because of my niceness, they'll go, do you know what? He was so nice. I'll come back anyway. Fizz says it's easier to think negative of something than positive. Okay. Yes, you have to put. Yeah, you have to put a lot. I think a lot of effort into being positive. Sue, agree, a real cheek, and then people wonder why there are less and less. Yeah, in real life shops. Yeah, Teresa, that's how I took it for a later date. Oh, so you're in my camp. I agree with the trip to another town shop to get an idea of textures. Yes. I think buying the yarn at the time was implied, but since you can't buy everything all at once, you could also use it for reference. Yeah. Okay. You are indeed. You're always positive, Karen. And that's the thing, isn't it? We do read and interpret things differently. Losing my knit. I think it's because they didn't say buy it while. Yes. Yeah. They could have put that in there. No. Absolutely not. And of course, if you do have a local yarn shop, as you know how hard it is, stocking everything is impossible. So then what do? You stock what you believe in. So they might have more acrylics, or they might have more superwashes, they might have more natural fibres. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Absolutely. Yeah. This is just saying you could have more commercial and not indie. So it depends on what you're interested in. Kelly, I actually read it as go to the store, take notes, then buy from them through their online. Yes. So you don't have to take a special trip every time. Yes, so you've made that special trip once. Oh, that's interesting. I never thought of it like that. Yes. So you take that special trip. You take all the notes of what they've got. Oh, that makes so much sense. You take all the notes of what they've got, photographs, drive your 50 miles back, but that's still your local yarn shop, so you use their website. High 10 to Kelly, everyone. Cocky crocheter. Okay, right. Schedule. Where are we? We've done the discussion. Podcasters. M to the third. Our podcaster list. If you've not met Mackenzie, you need to. Fabulous. Sits there, knits, talks about everything, and really into it. So she's new to me, and again, I think this was losing. I think this was one of your recommendations. Where is he? And my chat's just gone. Ooh. Scroll. There's so much chat. You're doing great, people. No, he's not chatted for a long while. Is he gone? He's gone. Oh, I can't find it. All the way, I can't find it now. But he recommended it to me. Mackenzie is. Oh yes, there you are. You've just reappeared. It was. I couldn't find you at all, and I'm thankful for that. So that's Mackenzie. Then you've got Fiberpunk, who is new to me too. Fiberpunk. Let's check my notes. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Eek. Fiberpunk, if I remember rightly, is Scottish, based in Scotland. Fiberpunk. Marcus is his name. Go and have a look at Marcus. Then we've got Make a Bee. Bee. There to have a look. And where are we going to, Fizz? Which one? Another one? And of course, losing my knit, who is here in the chat. Absolutely. And who was on last night? Losing my knit. How did it go last night on your on the gathering that Martin and Stephanus and all that did? You were there, I think, weren't you? Relatively new, 22 videos, 1,450 is that subscribers. Go take a look. If it's your cup of tea, there are so many podcasters to watch. All have different skills, different approaches. Some follow this classic format of I'm going to talk through my whips. I'm going to talk through my finished objects. Some then talk about loads of other things too and can go on for hours. And you can have a nice little marathon. Some are different alternative styles. I think I'm kind of in that category of alternative style. That's because the old school radio producer is in me that likes a kind of a polished show, but we don't want to be too polished, do we, Fizz? Oh yes. Right. There we go. The ticker's on again. Sorry, Fizz. That's because I had to turn it off because of that wheel. That wheel gives me nightmares now. Try it again now. Lucy Bonnet says, let's just move. Oh, I'm moving everything up now. Oh, I don't know why that won't go. Last night was a lot of fun. I had to leave early, but such a good time. Great. There we are. So, yes. So, you just find the YouTube podcaster who you connect with, and some you connect with and you cannot wait till they release the next one. Some you just go, yeah, no, I'm not, I just can't. Yeah, and it might be the craft, it might be just the way it is, the way it's done. Some like them edited, some don't like them edited. We're all different, aren't we? No, we all like different things. Horses for courses. Righty-o. Oh, patterns that bring us joy. So we asked you ages ago to send us a pattern that brings me joy, that you love. You've knitted it, you've crocheted it, you've sewn it, whatever it is, but there's something about it you love. It could just be just a great knit. It could just be the way the pattern is laid out. It could be the fit, who knows? But we asked you to tell us, and boy did you. Over the last 6 months, we've given you 2 every episode, and these are our last 2. This one is from Julie from Hot Spring Village in Arkansas. And Julie has a classic vanilla sock. Cuff for the top, plain in the middle, heel and toe. But there's no set pattern as such, hence why we call it vanilla, because she likes to spice it up. And she says, I love taking my personal numbers for my sock and playing with texture or different stitches, heel types and cuffs. I know they will always fit because they're her set numbers. Cast on a set amount and you knit to wherever. Most sock knitters do have their own set numbers. And it's always an adventure. It's always an adventure. Me to mass produce. No, I did copy and paste that. I think that obviously didn't tape over it. Oh, that's me 80s there. No. I know. It obviously didn't fully copy and paste there. Can I do that whilst on air? We love it when we... Oh no, this is that one. This might go completely... I know, and it's always an adventure. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's delete that bit because I'm sure that was last month's, wasn't it? There we go. Obviously, didn't copy over it, and I pushed the button to. Oh no, I did practice this. I promise, I did practice. There we go. So if you want a classic vanilla sock pattern, and you're going, well, I want to do a vanilla sock and liven it up, then the Widdick Mum has a free 4-ply vanilla sock pattern. And from there, once you know your numbers, woohoo! Your world's your oyster. You can decorate as you wish and go off piste. All right. Pattern 2. This is from Reese at Glasgow Yarn. Urban Aran Mitts by Robbie Loughlin. And he says, a great small quick pattern that has plenty of interest. A left and right cable, etc. makes a great gift knit. Can use one skein. Ah, there we go. Perfect for getting rid of those beautiful one skeins that you fall in love with when you go to a yarn shop and you go, oh, yes, gotta have. Gives you that knitting has, Leah, that's what I was just saying. Gives you that knitting as a magic vibe. Have to trust the pattern. Just follow the instructions and it magically happens. Shall we have a look at the picture? There you go. Fizz says yes. Glorious. Go on, everyone. Go through your hanks. Find that one hank and do some mitts. Click on the link and buy it. Yes. Okay. Fizz has just said brilliantly, as she does, because my test knit is downstairs. I'm going to push the add button if you're still watching, and I'm just going to run down and get Kelly. Is it all right if I show our test knit and Mayum? I'll press the add button so you're not missing anything. If it works, I'm off now. Oh no, I don't want to do that one. I want the add button. Add. That was great live telly, wasn't it? Ooh, you got an ad for wine. Lovely. I need to crack open a beer. You got, oh, where was it? Was it somewhere nice? Kelly says, just you'll remember it's in tester mode right now, so don't no, people never judge here. If do, they judge nicely. That's interesting, because I thought I turned off all the kind of the adulty stuff off. Sauvignon Blanc. So I'm doing this test for Kelly, Cocky Crocheter here. You need to go and have a nosy, a gander. I wonder if is that Cockney rhyming slang? No, it's ogle, isn't it? Cockney rhyming slang. Ogles, goggles. Margaret and Lois. Jan, you could help us out there, being in old Cockney London Town. Amazing crochet. We talked about him on the podcast. Did this other tank that I wanted to do. That's still on my list. But Kelly put a call out for a test of his pattern of a vest top, a crochet. I'm into my crochet at the moment, as you know. I've got my Crojo, and it's a vest top, and my Crojo, and I've been like addicted, and I was doing it all day yesterday because the shop was dead. Sue Jimbo here in the chat. We had Saturday Knit and Natter every fortnight, and I don't think we saw a customer, did we? But I got to sit down and crochet. Come and look at this, everyone. Look, that's the back done, Kelly. Look at that. Oh. No, it's a completely different colour, Fizz. Fizz just goes, oh, that's a colour I didn't expect you to knit with. I nicked it out at the back of the shop. It's kind of like a Christmas green. There we go. Let's move the disconnect. It's with this beautiful cotton from Lang that I think I might stock. Look at that. Oh, it's part of Bobby fur there. Get out, Bobby. And what I like about this pattern, and if you're a crocheter, I'm sure you'll love. Can you hear me, Fizz? I'm back on. Yeah. I've got. Oh, I think it might be the Fizz. It might be the computer telling us. Oh, you did. So, what I like about this is a 4 pattern repeats. You can't hear me, Fizz? Oh no, I don't know why. Let's replug again. Dum. What I like about this is 4 row pattern repeat. In UK terms, it's a double treble, half treble, double. And in American terms, it's a treble, double, half double, single. But you feel like you're always getting to the end because you're going 4, 3, 2, 1. So then you go, oh, I'm going to do another pattern repeat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start big, getting shorter and shorter and shorter. How are you doing, Fizz? You right? Oh, no, Fizz has completely disappeared. Oh, let's try again. I'll press the button. She's gone. And is that better, Fizz? Are you back? You're back. Oh, that's good. And the front. Oh, no, that was the back, Kelly. I'm confused. Oh, yes, that's the back. That is the back finished. Yeah, because that's high, obviously, isn't it? So I'm now up to the straps on the front. I've just done my decreases and I've now just got the 2 straps to do. So I'm nearly there, Kelly. Nearly there. Absolutely lovely. Really enjoying it. And it's, as I say, it's in this Lang 4-ply. Look at that. Now, what's so good is this cotton has a tight ply. Because you know sometimes when you're crocheting with cotton, your hook can go through some of those strands. It almost ends up being like where's that gone? Go away. Like a macrame yarn or macrame, you know, that where it becomes all those plies and they come loose and rugged. Well, this is a mercerized. See that lovely tight ply, and because of that tight ply, it makes for wonderful stitch definition and of course a bit of sheen too. So this is going to be finished in no time, so will be a show starter for July. So we'll have this one dyed blue and I'll have that. So you all, that's 2 fields I need to go wandering around in to have some pictures and a photo shoot. 2 fields. Oh, right. Hook. I can tell you what size hook. I can show you my swatch. I have found out I'm a loose crocheter. Who's loose here? Who's loose goose? Pop it in the chat if you're a loose goose. I found out I'm a very loose crocheter. I kind of knew that because every time I go in and pull up a loop, I do a little tug up because I like to have a little tunnel. So when I go yarn over, pull through too, I can do train through tunnel nice and quickly. And because of that, it does make me a loose crocheter. And this we needed for testing. We needed so many. This is my test swatch. We needed so many posts of the trebles within our 4 inches 10 centimeters, and because I'm so loose, I wasn't getting many posts to the correct gauge. So I went down. That was at 350. I've ended up going down to a 3mm hook, but it doesn't make it tight at all. There's still loads of drape on that. Look, you can see. So even though I've had to tighten up my crochet, it's still allowed a breathable fabric. So I think it's going to be great. And come end of July, when do you announce it, Kelly? Let us know in the chat, or when you plan to announce it. You're going to see some fabulous makes because I've met some new people in our chat, who are all crocheting and testing it for Kelly. Hello, Juan the Yarn Addict. Hello. Nice to have you here. Small world. Glad to be here. Well, that's great. How did you stumble across us? Lou says, I'm a loose goose, knitting and crochet. I've never heard of that one. I'm a mighty tighty. Yes, and from the group doing all these test knits, test crochets, I think that's the. No, I don't know whether it's American. Do you think it's American? I don't know. Do you think? Brits loose. I don't think I could. That's a mass generalisation. I think I've just done there. Oh no, we've got another Brit that's loose goose. Constantly having to keep an eye on attention. Oh, we've got loose gooses. No, yes, Fizz doesn't crochet. I'm definitely loose goose. Oh dear. Is it because you'd be no good as producer then, would you? He'd be like, It's 20 to 10. Where's where's the show going? Susan, that means I have to go wandering around 2 fields. I know. Oh dear. Plan is the beginning of August at the latest. Oh, okay. So I won't do a reveal in. I'll find a field in August then. That's good. I could probably do this. That'll give me 2 makes. That's actually good. So I could do a July show and an August show. Ah, right. Where are we? I can't show me Echo T, no, because I don't. No, sorry, Fizz. Fizz is being a wonderful producer and going, move on to Echo T. Well, I got the bag that I thought it was in. And it's empty. Oh no, it's in my other bag that Kiwi James got me. Oh, I don't know where that is. This was clean. This was clean. Oh, well, I can't show you the equity, but you can tap the link that Fizz has given you, and you can go, oh, that's what Stuart's making. Oh, do you want another giveaway? Yes, let's do another giveaway. Right. Oh, no, don't do that. How do I get rid of Kelly? Sorry, Kelly. You're on the. That's these layers. That's really annoying, isn't it, Fizz? That. Notebooks. Do you want to see some fabulous notebooks? I can't find them. Oh. Look. Look at these. Oh. It's good. It's good. Look at these. In the village, I have come to know many people, very talented people, very loyal people that come into the shop, chat about anything. They may not even buy any wool. But one customer, 2 customers, Dr. Paul and his wife Mary, are wonderful. Dr. Paul is a subscriber, a YouTube channel member, and is an amazing bookbinder maker. His wife Mary is a knitter. Known him since I've been at the shop, brilliant. And Paul does bookbinding. And one time he came in and said, oh, I wonder if you could dye some Lavenham Blue linen for my bookbinding. And I went, oh, I'd love to do that. So I did that. Never thought anything of it. About a month or so later, he came in and had these delightful Lavenham Blue notebooks. And then that's where our sort of relationship just developed as customers. And I said to him last month, I said, oh, can you do me some Pride notebooks? And then we could perhaps give a couple away and then people could buy them. He went, oh, I'll see what I can do. And look what he's done. So this is red. Look, Baabara Pride and the rainbow. There's the navy. Ah. There's some purple ones. And that's Dr. Paul's logo there. And they're delightful little notebooks. And there's the linen. Look, that's my Lavenham Blue linen. He's handmade these, so that's a signature there. There's about 15, 16 oh, look at that. These are delightful. They're on the website. There's only, how many of them are there? There's 2 of each colour. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. 12 of them. We're going to give 2 away right now. 2 away. To chatters. Chatters here, because you've been all so wonderful. So we are going to watch me do some live typing. Because this isn't done with the members, so we're going to see how quick I can type. Fizz is going to look through the chat. I have to just do this. How do I do this, Fizz? I have to do this and do this. Yeah. Let's see how many names we can. Right, we'll get a quick look through the chat and we'll write all the names who we can see in the chat. Okay, all right, that's a great idea. Who's here right now, this minute, say hello? Just type it hello. It apparently it populates Fizz's what list did you say? Participant list. Say hello. Say hello. And then I'll write it. Fizz will then whisper it in my ear. If you could bear to wait. Right. Right. Yeah. Next. Teresa, yeah. Go. Yeah, go. Who? Oh, Lou. Yeah, Lou. Dinky. Yeah. Who? Asher. Hey, Asher. Yeah. Juan. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. 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 This is such good telly, Mark. This is like a register. This is the longest register I ever thought. Mary. Yeah. And Beatrice. Wowzers. I did. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, everyone. That was like being back at school calling and register again. Oh, right. That is. Oh, yes. That's the typo. Margarita. Oh, now there's an extra one. Oh, it's Margaret. Yeah, Margaret. Well, that's Margaret London. I know that one. And we've got Kaz as well. Right. Here, anyone else? You're too late. I think that's pretty much that's remarkable. There's some. Hello, everyone. Oh yes, there's Kiwi. There's James, Kiwi, and Jimbo. He was there earlier. We'll give him. He might have nipped to the loo. Or he's gone into a small room with a damp cloth, rocking in the corner. Shuffle them. Oh right, shuffle. Okay, they're shuffled. Okay, and whoever wins gets to pick. So let's move me back in shot. You get to pick your colour. Here we go, everyone. Kelly! Cocky Crocheter, what colour would you like? Pop it in the chat. I now have to do this. We'll do one more. Oh, does that say remove? No. Kelly was right. Oh, he wasn't. Oh, no, I reshuffled it, didn't I? Where's Kelly now? It was... Right, remove. There we go. Right, next one. This is great telly, isn't it? Live action. This is... Kelly, tell us what colour you want. Oh, I'll put them out in the screen in a minute. Next one. Who's going to win this one? Dinky, Jen. Dinky Crafts, Jen. What colour would you like? Let's go to... So there are 2 blues. There are 2 oranges. There are 2... Look at the whites. 2 whites. 2 reds. 2 greens and 2 reds. And if you want to buy them, don't buy them just yet, because I need to readjust the stock after whatever colour goes. I could actually do that very quickly now. Right, products, bear with. Notebooks. So 1 green's gone and 1 blue's gone. Oh, I haven't even put blue on the website. Oh, that's okay then. You can't buy the other. It shows you how well organised I am. I try to be. Okay. Brilliant. Congratulations. They're lovely. Nice to treat you all. Oh, did I put... move on. Okay. Oh, podcasters. Next set of podcasters. Button. Here we go. A Town Called Yarn. More people to watch. A Town Called Yarn. It's Harrison, and I like watching Harrison. When you start watching Harrison, he says, "Welcome to A Town Called Yarn." Obviously not a real town. I love it. I just love it. That's great. And then we have wonderful Irish Sam, who I would actually love to get on our YouTube show in the summer if we can, because I like a bit of art. When you scroll back on his videos and you see his artwork, absolutely brilliant, and his knitting obviously is fabulous too. Who we got next? Piece for Piece, Michael. And now we're getting to the list of the my old school ones who I met when I first started doing YouTube 5 years ago. So Michael, Piece for Piece Crafting, who is an awesome dancer teacher too, and knitting and spinning, Fibe Hustle, knit and sewing. Aaron with his knitting and yarn dyeing that he does now, his own yarn company, and Chip with his quilting and making his chip baskets, these great beautiful knit bags to keep your projects in. Fibe Hustle, you want to watch out for the special editions when the Fiber Hussies come on. They're fabulous. And then you might already know them, Needles at the Ready Boys, Kevin and Ray, who talk about loads of things. Knit, Kevin's yarn dyeing business, he does indie dyeing. I think they're into spinning now, and they've got book reviews too, a book club. They're epics. You need a lot good afternoon to sit down and watch them. And then last but by no means least, good old Jimmy does knitting. You know me and Jimmy get on really well. We have our podcast together, which will start again in July. If you go onto his Ravelry website, you can get a lot of his patterns, and he's donating his patterns, some of his money, to a certain charity too. You can find more about that online. And that leads us nicely onto the charts as we finish off. We've nearly done a 2-hour show. Whoo! Blimey, that's long. Oh, I can indeed, Jenny. Yes, I'll put a green one aside and I'll change the computer so that says 0. Fern's mum, great to have you watching. They are great. Watch every video. You just need a lot of time, don't you? But if you've got a Sunday afternoon and you've got a big project ahead and you've got a couple of hours, you can go through all sorts. Their yarns, their acquisitions, their makes, their books, and everything. A good giggle. Right, we've just got the charts to do. One more charts for knitting and crochet. Let's see what's at the top 10. What people are looking at. What are you lot looking at? what is the world looking at of hot right now patterns on Ravelry. We always look at crochet first, then we'll look at knitting. The top 10 hot right now crochet patterns. Go the crochet charts. Anything you see there that take your fancy? I always like the crochet charts. It's always varied. You always see something like, oh, though we didn't get any dragons. We've had a lot of dragons over the last couple of weeks in the crochet charts, haven't we? Diggy Crafts, Unicorn Dreams. Was that the Beba blanket one, wasn't it? Number 1. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Burst of Joy is beautiful. Love it. And Puppa's about needles at the ready helps pass the time while recovering from surgery. Oh, what? Tonight? This 2 hours tonight? Oh, I hope it's all gone well. Yeah. We interviewed her a couple of years ago on our Christmas chart show. At the end of the year, we have this little chart show where we look at who's been number 1 the most, who's had the most patterns, and she was something silly out of 52 weeks. Was it like she had 20? She was in the charts 26 of them, or something balmy like that, wasn't it, Fizz? Or had like 26 number 1s, something like that. Absolutely prolific. We couldn't believe it that she was released. It felt like she was releasing a new pattern every week. It's like, wow. Jenny says the mosaic crochet blanket I'm working on is Beba blanket. Yes, I'm getting to see mosaic crochet in action. Jenny is a knit and natter at the shop on Friday morning. And it's just, well, I say just started, yeah, but she's like nearly halfway through because it's like a good book. Oh, I'll do the next strip of whatever mosaic pattern that will be. And she's doing it using West Yorkshire Spinners Colour Lab. And it's lovely. What's the name of it, that one? Drop it in the chat, Jenny, of the Beba blanket one that she's working on. Oh, did you? Oh, no. Massive fail. Oh no, why? Oh, go on, Fizz. She was 34 times in the charts last year out of 52. She was number 1 10 times. Yeah, absolutely. Right, should we look at the knitting charts then? Who's top 10 in the knitting charts? What is everyone looking at? Have you got your eye on anything? All the links there. Fizz I don't talk to her during this moment because she's copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. All the links for the patterns you can find in the live chat. And if you're watching on catch up, you can watch the live chat as you watch, so you can see them there. And we also put a lot of them in the description below if you're watching on catch up. Lovely patterns there. Now, big news about pattern number 8 as it's Pride month. So number 8, which was One Row Crescent by Natasha Sills. Fizz tells me that all the donations of that pattern, if you buy the pattern this month, all goes to, is it her local Pride charity or an LGBTQ charity, Fizz? Any? Wow. She's donated a lot. She's telling me now. Go on. She's donated to 9 charities so far. Wonderful. She's being 8. She's being very transparent about it. Is it on Ravelry where she's saying who she's done and how many donations she's had? It is. It's all linked on her Ravelry page. Take a click, take a look, take a click. Fizz has already bought it. See, now this is what I love about you lot. You're just supporters. You are those allies that we know we can rely on, who will always be there. So if that takes your fancy, click it, and you know your money is going to somewhere special. Wonderful. Right, just checking. Oh, I think we've done it, Fizz. I think we got to the end. Yes. So let's finish off as, let's do one more diary. Should we do one more? Let's flick through. Let's just flick through to finish off before I do. Right. Fizz, you're going to say stop in my ear and I'll stop as I flick. All right, ready? All right. Oh, look at that. Saturday the 26th, going lives back. Oh, who was that? Was that Andy Peters and Emma someone? Or was that original 92? No, this is 92. Would this still be Philip Schofield and Sarah Green? Oh, well, that's a story there in itself, isn't it? Going lives back. This is Saturday. Yeehaw. Fantastic program. I wish I worked on it. Afternoon I was at my granddad's, and in the evening I was round Vicky's and we babysat. Well, there we go. That's a nice thing to do on a Saturday, isn't it, in 1992? Brilliant. Oh, there we are. That's a 2-hour show done. Wasn't supposed to be, but I loved your company. Now, we've run out of patterns for the patterns that bring me joy feature. So you can send us just one pattern. It doesn't matter. Is there a pattern that you like? If there is, Fizz will drop the link in and you can just fill it in. And that means for July, we will have 2 more patterns to share. It could be any reason. It could be just you love it. Or as I said earlier, it could be a great fit. Or you just love the designer. Gary's here. Hey, Gary from Urban Yarn. Good to see you. Right at the end. Better late than never, though. That's the wonders of YouTube. You could just be flicking through YouTube, and then up the top, it'll say who's live, and it's like, oh, click. It could be, your favourite designer, or the same jumper that you've knit 4 times over, just because it's so intuitive. It's just easy to knit. Let us know if we don't get any more, because we've got to say we've used them all. We had about 18 entries originally. We'll just have to think of another feature, won't we, Fizz? That's true. She just said she's surprised that no one's popped the ranunculus down there. Well, because clearly people love it, because it's always in the charts. It's in the charts again, isn't it, this week? And the same with Same with Untangled, our podcast that I do with Jimmy. We're back in July. Is there a question you want answered? Is there something that's always annoyed you? Like, oh, why does this not work? Excuse me. Or how can I get this? Or what does worsted yarn mean? Or can you describe the differences between crochet, American terms and British terms? Whatever. We do a half-hour show, three questions usually a show. And that's just good fun to chat with Jimmy and get his expertise and my 9 years worth of experience of working with yarn from a shop point of view. You can do that. And as always, like, subscribe if the content is your cup of tea. As we know with YouTube, you connect with people for a reason, and it could just be that you like the host. I hope you do, or it could be the content or whatever it is. Oh, you just got it from the beach. Oh, lovely. Newsy by Knit, anything by Rastus Hasu. So classic and elegant. I've made a Skylar shawl scarf. Right, that's your homework. Click on that link and send us it's a tiny little form. Takes no time at all. Oh, itchy nose. And that means we'll have some patterns that bring me joy for July. And then, boy, it will be summer. Wowzers. Well, here we go. Cheers to Pride. Cheers to the 1992 me. Do you know, there's enough content there to probably make that into a book. Could I write a novel with that? You could quite easily, couldn't you? Well, there was a drawing somewhere. What was that drawing? Did I see a drawing when I flicked through? There we go. There was a drawing. Sunday. Blisters. Actual size. That was an actual size. That was an actual size of the blister. I got up at 12, legs dead. I wonder why my legs are dead. What did I do on the day before? I wonder where did I go? Oh, there we go. 5 miles to go. It was dark. Come 7 o'clock, I had blisters. Was I doing D of E? Oh, I had to do a 40-mile walk Saturday. I think that might have been D of E. I know. That's a long way. That's a long way. Oh, dear. Oh, it's been a pleasure. We're going to end it there. See you in July. Might be doing an extra show in July. I might be doing a Lavenham Blue show. I'm going to trial doing some lives on YouTube Shorts. Oh, now I've got the dye thing set up in the garage out the back, so that'll be good. And then fingers crossed for July, August, having a special YouTube show. We'll definitely be back sometime in July. We'll let you know. I'm going to go to the credits. All our wonderful YouTube Woolpatch supporters, our Wers that we see there, are going to be thanked in our credits. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Fizz. It's been wonderful. Here's to Pride, and here's to everyone, and here's to you, lovely lot. Night all. See you next month.